We not only did a lot of work on the moon, but we had a good time.
Hippity hop, over hill and dale.
You know you're only going to come that way once in your life.
This has got to be one of the most proud moments of my life, I guarantee you.
I can read the writing on the wall. Chrome, give us the nice bright colors. Give us the greens of summers. Makes you think all the world's a sunny day. Oh yeah.
We saw the fragments around Skylab go over us, and I thought, oh brother, there's been an accident in the Skylab launch.
And Jack Lausma was the best EVA guy that I've ever met. Lo and behold, he goes out there and fools around with it a while, puts it all together, and it worked great.
And it went on to a brilliant scientific discovery, and it gave us some forward momentum in the science that continues right now till today.
Glad to see you.
Let me call to express my very great admiration for your hard work, your total dedication in preparing for this first joint flight.
Mars showed seasonal variations that suggested something was alive, and I think that was the basis for creating Viking. When we got down and found out how dry and arid and barren the place really was, came as a bit of a surprise.
When we flew by Neptune, people were standing in line at night at planetariums in order to be able to see the images when Voyager was flying by these worlds.
Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future.
5, 4, we've gone for main engine start. Off of America's first space shuttle. And the shuttle has cleared the tower.
With a number of chambers in it.
The fact that I was going to be the first American woman to go into space carried huge expectations along with it.
It wasn't for me a desire to be the first African American in space, because I figured being the number 2 guy would be a lot more fun.
Risk is something we have to just really consider as part of our life, especially in exploration. You know, the ones that we've lost were probably the first ones to tell you, keep pressing on, don't stop because of us.
And liftoff. Liftoff. Americans return to space as Discovery clears the tower.
Discovery, go for Hubble release.
Hubble is one of the most phenomenal things we've ever done in space. It really has changed, and the data that we get from Hubble will continue to change the way we think about ourselves, about the universe, and our place in it.
NASA, especially Goddard, was the place where I could carry out the dreams that I had, which were to push forward an experiment that would measure the Big Bang radiation better than anyone had ever tried before. Nowadays, we're discovering what is the universe really like, and it's totally magnificent. One can only be inspired and awestruck by what we find.
Houston, Atlantis, we have capture.
Well, I was extremely fortunate that I was able to be part of the Shuttle Mir program. It's a challenge for the Russians, it was a challenge for the Americans, but everybody wanted to work together to make it come to pass.
We have initial contact of the Soyuz capsule with the Expedition 1 crew to the International Space Station.
We are on a true spaceship now, making our way above any earthly boundary.
Spaceflight is one of the areas where we face risk on a daily basis. And in the process of doing this, we develop the new technologies, new techniques, the new inventions. We make discovery.
Liftoff of the Delta rocket with Opportunity, a chance to explore and unlock the secrets of our neighboring planet.
When we look at other worlds and we look through the eyes of a robot at a frozen desert, we appreciate our own world so much more because we see what it could be like.
Position 4, arriving.
When you arrive on the International Space Station, there's a little bit of a shock factor. It was like, wow, we're really here. Man, this is going to be a long visit.
We are overcoming these cultural obstacles and bringing these people together with this common goal, I think, is one of the most significant aspects of the International Space Station.
I believe that human beings should expand into space. By doing that, we can learn about ourselves and make the society and the world better.
We will give NASA a new focus and vision for future exploration, to gain a new foothold on the moon, and to prepare for new journeys to the worlds beyond our own.
I'd like to see the mission to Mars be accomplished. It was something I did some work on in making the proposal we made. I think there's a consensus that going to Mars is a worthy objective, and I'd like to see that accomplished.
Perhaps at one time in the distant past, at least some basic life forms existed on Mars and perhaps could again in the future. These things mean a lot to me. I think space is important, and I think America should continue to be in the forefront of space exploration.
We as a civilization must explore. That's who we are. Intrinsically, that's who the human race is. We're explorers.
No matter where you go in the world, people know what the letters NASA stand for. They say NASA, and they say it with recognition. That in of itself tells you that NASA stands for something in the world, not just in America, but across the world.
This 50th anniversary is a time to look back on an astounding record of achievement. NASA missions have expanded our understanding of the universe, our solar system, indeed our own planet, in ways we couldn't even imagine in 1958. But more importantly, this is a time to look forward. Every question we have answered begs a new question. Every mystery explained reveals another. As human beings, we must explore. We must learn. We must ask why and how. Today, as NASA moves forward with new missions, the goal remains the same as it was a half-century ago: to pioneer the frontier of space for the peaceful benefit of all mankind.
Almost 10 years before the space shuttle first launched, and 25 years before the first pieces of the International Space Station were connected, NASA launched Skylab, a home above our home planet.